group is wide open right now. Frost, of course, they are 1-1 as well. They picked up a win against Evil Geniuses, but went down to SK Telecom. Very much split. There's your teams on the screen. Frost versus SK Gaming. Frost will be the blue team. Must have won the coin toss. Seems to be working out well for them coin tosses. But how's this going to go? Nami, I don't think, and Pranky just touched on it. When did he find time to practice this?
Well, maybe he was waiting to pull it out the whole time and decided this is the time to actually do it now. But really excited, we saw the potential power of Nami yesterday. Obviously on the other side, we've got the Thresh in there, wasn't banned out this time around. Thresh Urgot lane, that's going to be, you know, hooks coming in. It's going to be easier then to land that EQ combos, plus... Well,
hyperkinetic position reverser, I think.
Plus the hyperkinetic position reverser, which is always going to throw, you know, a spanner in the works. There we go.
Well, you could have a hook, a flip, and a reverse position, and you could be in their base before you know it. You could just chain it up. You'd just be flinging straight back there. But, well, Evil Geniuses didn't manage to get a victory, and so far are 0-2 down. Question is, will anyone do them any favours? Are they going to go out? Pretty much all of the teams that everybody predicted in this group are down in the bottom half of the table right now. And SK Gaming and CJ enters Frost have a pause. It looks like it's SK Gaming that have paused it up. Ossots speaking to the admin, you can see him gone with a white scarf today. White scarf, blue top, pretty matching. Colour coordination.
Yeah, I think he was just asking there if he can actually swap his scarf out because he picked the wrong one for, you know, the game that they want to play in this one. But it looks like they are ready to go either way. Ocelot just saying, sorry, we are ready to go. So here we are then. Play gonna resume here in a second. Early starts, not looking like we're gonna see anything aggressive out of either team, at least right from the start. Who knows if we'll get something a little bit later on.
Well, we see Shy, Cloud Templar and Rapid Star starting out of the Wolves. It's interesting, we've not seen that for a long time. The top laner, the mid laner and the jungler on the on the Golem, sorry. Woong and Mad Life, they're going to be taking the Wolves, so they're going to be heading up towards the top there. Kevin, of course, at top lane against Darius. They did ban out Singed before. Evil Genius bans out Singed against Shy because nobody wants to face Shy's Singed. SK Gaming faced Singed in the Season 2 Regional World Finals. It didn't work out too well for them. Aroneas still has sweats about that. He was speaking to me the other weekend, and, you know, he's still having recurring nightmares about that Alistair versus Singed in that top lane. Kevin, of course, well aware he got absolutely dominated by it at the same time. So, instead, they've decided to go 2v1 against it.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call from this one as well. We'll see whether Darius or Singed will have the better time of things in these 2v1 lanes. Obviously, Urgot Thresh also going to be high pressure lane that you can't make a false step in for obvious reasons there, because that's a lot of damage, especially early on, that can come out of Urgot. I mean, Thresh himself does a good amount of damage, not to mention the CC that he's going to be putting in there anyway. You see, early on, though, it's all pretty even. Only Diana building a tiny lead in the middle lane.
Yeah, and you got to remember that obviously Urgot's very strong early on, which is why we're seeing at the top lane Mad Life trying to position him out there, but Nif being aggressive on towards Shy. Shy's going to have to be sitting around this tower for the first half, and Nif's trying to put the damage down, but keeps taking a fair bit of damage himself. He has got that siege minion again. He keeps keeping that Q bouncing on towards him, keeping him pressured. Candy Panda clearing out, so it's going to be a race. Candy Panda and Woong trying to pick up as much CS as they can. As I mentioned, Tarek, if he can get that lock on towards Kevin, he's going to be doing a heck of a lot of damage towards him. Cloud Templar on Vi. We've seen Vi banned against Frost for a few times. Are they going to be able to pressure him? SK could have done with preventing the siege minion being taken there by Shy, but looks like Cloud Templar is going to help and clear out that wave and keep him occupied in the bottom, so we're not going to see any of this shenanigans of 3v, 2v1 dives. There's going to be a Hercubot actually on towards Woong, getting the bounce, the knock up there with 3-talent strike. Kevin taken pretty low, can't get any hooks on towards the team, and he's just trying to keep their minions at bay. So pretty much a mirror match between both lanes so far.
Yeah, and that was it again. We saw the lock on from Woong, and the Q's coming in, I think 3 or 4 maybe even. Landing onto Kevin. He took him very, very low. Obviously, he does have a good amount of pots. Also got that red elixir in there should push really come to shove in this top lane. But so far, definitely been bullied out by this Urgot Thresh composition. as Templar is going to come in towards this middle lane. Not going to have really any chance to get in there onto Ocelot, but he will just switch over sides of the jungle. We'll see where he goes. Actually headed up towards the Wraith, possibly here, as they are pinging his position, so they know that Vi is coming in towards his top lane. Xin Zhao is going to be coming through the lane as well to stop what is potentially a 3-man gang onto Kevin in this top lane.
He's going to get there just in time and meet him in the bush around the golems, and you can see he immediately engages. 3 talent strike goes down. You're going to see Mad Life coming through. He's going to try and throw the hook out towards Hercubot. Instead, he turns toward Kevin there, misses the hook, manages to pull in a minion, and will back away. Kevin trying to keep that wave clear, but it is Woong getting aggressive on towards Kevin, and again they're fighting over these golems. I didn't see who picked up the gold there. Cloud Templar is going to back away from this one. How is Shy faring in that bottom lane? He's actually getting more CS currently than Kevin is in his top.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of that one, that's for sure. He's Shy on Singe, certainly knows how to play a Singe, that's for sure. We've seen it a lot of times before. It's actually going to get caught out. Yeah, he's going to get flipped up by the Q. Can they finish him off? He's got the points already flashing from Candy Panda. First blood to SK. Nif almost getting caught out in the end, but really nicely worked out by SK.
And they've really worked this turret down as well. The turret is going to be incredibly low. They need to be careful that Rapid Star doesn't come down and maybe try and get some juicy kills, because those two tempting champions, but they are going to go back and buy. So Nif and Candy Panda working well in that bottom lane against Shy. Ocelot in this mid lane, we haven't seen a great deal of them, but you can see they're both equal in terms of creep score, keeping the damage down back and forward. And as it is, we do see 2 Doran drinks for Rapid Star, singular for Ocelot. So went with a crystalline flask, both of them as well. Is trying to set himself up. Hercubot taking a look towards the middle. Rapid Star's going to be so hard to pin down. That ultimate will be available any second now. He's about to hit 6. There's Ocelot. He's just hit 6 first. Rapid Star will hit it with any second. There it is. And now he's going to be able to zip away as well as that flash. Going to be very hard. And I think, honestly, Hercubot, yeah, he's decided he's just wasting his time.
Yeah, I think so there as well. We've seen Kevin come back in with that Doran shield, which we've seen a lot of top laners, especially in these 2v1 lanes as well. Really gives them a nice bit of health to stick around in that one. Philostone already for Nif, plus the BF sword picked up for Graves. So you see the importance of that first blood. We'll see what kind of advantage they can pick up there over Singed in the short term from that. As Kevin going to get hooked here underneath the tower, but he was too far in. And again, the health that he's got at this stage really protects him.
Well, he's managing to keep out this wave, keep that tower defended for a little bit longer. He should clear this one out. He's going to apprehend them. The minions have gone down. He's going to try and turn around on that one. Exhaust is used. The Woong's going to go aggressive, continue on him, but he's going to get a tower hit. Ocelot, meanwhile, goes down in the mid lane to Rapid Star. Wow. Quick turnaround.
Yeah, really nice again there from Rapid Star. Pretty much hitting that 6 as we are going to see Cloud Templar going towards this bottom lane. We'll actually use a Vault Breaker around, but they've got the tower down. They're chasing Singe. Candy Panda there running through the poison. Can Hercubot get in there? Deciding against it in the end. So nice job from SK. They not only got that first blood down there, they've taken out the first turret of the game.
Kevin is going to be dangerously low here. Mad Life, if he lands the hook, he'll be a dead man, because they know that the jungler is down the bottom. They know they've got nothing to fear. Ocelot already down, so you can see was Rapid Star heading straight up there, and Kevin immediately backing away. But SK Gaming using this time very wisely, realizing the situation, and going to try and take away this dragon to try and gain an advantage across the map. They will lose this top turret, though.
Yeah, Darius has already gone back there, but this is going to be that dragon, the first dragon of the game for SK Gaming. Top turret will be picked off here by Frost in just a second. There we see Rapid Star finishes off, but they did lose out on that dragon. So nice reply from SK after getting that initial tower kill in the bottom lane as well. Shy actually may get caught out here. He's actually going to back in the middle of the lane. The entire team coming in around him, gets pulled up in the queue and finished off by Candy Panda.
Well, we saw Snoopy was doing it last match, and you could tell Shy was already in the shop there, didn't even react the moment they came around that corner, was not reacting, so he just got called out. I should point out, actually, in the last game, we saw, obviously, Crepo picking up the red buff. It was simply down to the fact that Snoopy looked at the room page, I believe it was, of Cloud Templar, and tried to copy his Jarvan. But he had that 1% crit in there, which he never has. He crit on the red buff, which looked like Scumbag Crepo comes in and steals the red. It was just purely a simple case of that 1% crit. So it doesn't always work when you want it to.
Yeah, it works against you if you're not quite on the same page there, that's for sure. But SK Gaming starting as they mean to go on in this one. I mean, that win against Meaty Makers really boosting their confidence. We've talked about it many a time before about how SK is certainly a team that, you know, rely on that momentum. And after game number 1, they needed that win against MYM.
Interesting pink ward got down from Mad Life. The Dragon had already been cleared out. Whether they realised it had gone or not, puts the pink ward down in the river, which does obviously clear out that ward. But the ward's going to time out before the Dragon's back, and that's maybe a pink ward wasted. I'm not too sure whether just a simple ward would have been better, but who knows. These lanes like to keep themselves clear, and obviously taking away the vision of SK Gaming is always a good thing. As it is in the mid lane, we do see Assault and Battery on towards Ocelot. Now Rapidstar's going to come in, tries to get charmed up. Ocelot realising he's going to go down, tries to dash around, but he does get cleared out. And now Hercubot needs to be careful. He doesn't get told onto White Cloud Templar. 3 Talent Strike comes in. He's going to have Kevin coming down. Can he get down and help out in time, or will Hercubot go down? Has to use his Crescent Sweep to try and take them down, and they do back away. And they also had the protection of Mad Life.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons for that ward is that they're thinking about that turret on the bottom, and they need that vision there anyway to push up that lane safety. So why not get rid of the ward that's in there for SK Gaming? Maybe open up, you know, a 3-man gank on that bottom lane for the jungler as well. But as it is, they obviously moved away from that. We saw Thresh going up to help out in the middle. Cloud Temple's on the bottom side of the map, but he won't be getting involved as of yet. Brutalizer, by the way, is there for Urgot now. Got a Kindle Gem in there, got a pink ward of his own as well. So yes, between those two carries is actually bang on level.
Interesting they didn't choose to switch this lane back around. They haven't chose to maybe try and push the mid lane or the top lane. Instead, SK Gaming sticking down the bottom there. There's going to be the hyper-connecting position. Reverse the Candy Panda though. He's going to be a dead man, and Shy coming in, charging across. He's going to get the flip on towards Nif, throws him in there, but the rest of the team not quite close enough. Maybe able to escape on towards the turret. Shy could take quite a few cat tower hits there. Can Nif manage to catch him in the bubble? No, he can't. Wound comes in, picks up another.
Really nicely done, and that's one of the bonuses of getting rid of that pink ward, as we are going to see Rapidstar in the middle. The Q not quite getting the kill. Hercubot now going to knock Rapidstar up. The charm lands. Can he get this kill? He's got the red buff, so have that slow on Rapidstar as he goes through, and he will pick it up. Ocelot tried to secure it there at the end.
He needs a secure kill as well, because he's falling behind in that mid lane against Rapidstar. As it stands though, bottom lane is going to go down. This is what I was just talking about, the fact that the duo lane didn't switch around. They didn't keep the pressure, but as it is, Kevin is doing a good job in that top lane, but you just saw it there. Shy managed to zip himself down that bot lane, ghosted in, teleported in, and just with his ultimate, there was nothing they could do, to prevent that. Hercubot is going to come up the top to try and help Kevin out, maybe get some pressure on towards that and take down Cloud Templar. He is going to head around in towards that Tribus, but Shy is already heading up north.
Yeah, Shy already coming in here. Hercubot needs to be really careful about this one. He's just going to put a ward down on towards that blue buff, take a peek out into lane from the Tribush side, and see, well, he will spot that Shy's coming in as Assault and Battery. He's actually going to be used here onto Kevin. We are going to see Shy coming in for this one. There's the ultimate. As he runs, he's going to be bleeding it out here. He is going to go down in the end. Here comes Hercubot as well, but can they lock down a Singe? Not a chance.
Well, they tried to bait it in, and I think he just went a little bit too long, kind of underestimated the damage that Darius can put out there, and obviously once you can get that slam dunk, it always is so pleasing to do. He did finish off with the Ignite though, so he didn't get the resets. Ocelot, meanwhile, in this mid lane, keeping up the farm against Rapidstar, but obviously 0-2 down currently, as Rapidstar has caught him out a couple of times. Pings on the mid lane. We do see Thresh coming around there. Can he land a hook on towards Ocelot? That's what he's going to aim at. If he can get the charm to begin with, it's going to hurt out. It's the charm onto Nif there. Immediately throws out that bubble and pokes it in towards Rapidstar. Rapidstar just pulls in on that lamp. Shy heads down south though. They're going to maybe try and pressure this mid lane.
Yeah, that's very possible. They're on top. They are on top of wards there though, so position is going to be spotted. Mad Life though with the Oracle 13 minutes in, generally a little bit earlier than what we've been seeing out of most teams these days. 40 seconds until the Dragon becomes available as well. We can already see that there is that pink ward there, which is a fresh pink ward down by the Dragon from Frost, so they're definitely getting ready to set up for it.
They will be, but SK Gaming are going to back off. They're going to come back to try and be ready themselves. So Cloud Templar is going to ward up the blue buff and protect the entrance. Pings across the board. Wave's going to be cleared, so SK Gaming are not going to have any advantages, no vision to get in on this Dragon, so I'm not too sure if they're going to maybe fight for it. We'll see whether they do. Bloodthirster has been picked up by Candy Panda Ocelot in that mid lane, still yet to complete a major item, going for the Abyssal Scepter by the looks of it to begin with. And as it spawns, they didn't quite have the timer on it there, because we just saw it was Woong's gone back, as have Shy. So if SK are quick enough, they may be able to get it out. They don't have Kevin nearby, and well, it doesn't look like Candy Panda's in a position to help either, so SK missed the opportunity.
Yeah, but can they hold it? Can they keep that positional advantage as Kevin heads south? You can see him there on the minimap. Madlife clearing out more wards that SK have put in position. There's one here in that death bush as well.
They don't have a pink, but they've got an oracle.
Yeah, and that's the difference in this one. I mean, it was cleared out by SK, but that's a pink ward that honestly is kind of wasted when you know that there's an oracle on the team there. So we are going to see Madlife going in. He looks like he wants to try for that hook, and he's forced the flash there, but they are going to get apprehended. Madlife could be in trouble. Box is down. Madlife going to fall here to Kevin, and actually Assault and Battery coming on to Kevin. He's flung back into the rest of Frost, and he will go down. They did finish off Cloud Temple there in the end. That's a 2-for-1.
2-for-1 so far. They're going to come in towards the blue, but SK Gaming are going to push instead the middle. They're quite happy to give up a blue to try and get the middle turret, and it doesn't seem that CJ enters. Frost are going to be able to reply to this one. So clever play from both teams there, reacting very well. And simply that apprehend, you know, they thought they were trying to Woong Madlife was trying to bait them in, trying to push them away. But as it was, they were being very clever. We're going to see possibly Rapid Star coming, launching in here. We do see him coming across, and that's a charm straight on towards Ocelot. The lock comes in as well from Woong. The damage on towards Ocelot is very strong. They do take him down. Rapid Star may well pursue this one. If Shy can catch on towards anyone, he's going to have the charm back available in a moment. Hercubot realized it has to flash away.
Yeah, nice flash there, had to do it. He knew that the charm was going to be coming next. Actually, Rapid Star really saving the charges on his ultimate there to time it up with that charm so that he could get in there perfectly. That one will actually miss, but this tower is there for the taking. Yeah, that was really, really close, and they've got pretty much the entire team behind them there, SK. Meanwhile, we are seeing Vi head down towards Dragon, and Frost are going to start that one off.
I don't think they're in a position to try and defend this one. Looks like Frost may well take it out. So despite the fact that SK did gain that small advantage, the gold will go back to Frost, and it is 23.1 thousand to 23. Very, very close. Cloud Templar actually, look at that, just toying with the lamp, toying with it. And well, I think Kevin realized he wasn't going to get a hold of him. So, looking across the board, very, very tight. Giant's Belt starting to be stacked out by SK Gaming. No major items quite complete, but you can see that the gold is very close across the board. There is a big disparity. I say that, it's 100 gold. Big disparity in creep score, but not in kills, because Kevin 210 has managed to keep up with that 112 CS of Shy.
Yeah, and we actually have Ocelot ahead, albeit by one, but he was doing a good job there. We have Graves, 20 CS in the lead. Abyssal Scepter is, by the way, finished now for Diana. And plenty of health on that SK team, but do they have the damage coming into these fights to deal with that combo, especially since they've got a lot of position changing moves here of Frost, so they can dictate who they want in the middle of the team and who they want to keep out of it using those flings. of position reverser, obviously the hook going to come in there as well. The Locket of the Iron Solari finished now on Urgot as well.
4-0 on Woong right now. He's been set up so nicely, and a fed Urgot can be a dangerous thing, but Candy Panda is at 3-1-1 as well, so no slouch himself. That Phantom Dancer is well on its route there. Rapid Start taking a little blast in the back, going to back off, and Frost again, 5-man in, 4-man trying to push on towards this mid lane. SK Gaming, if they can get a good engage, but Ocelot again caught out with a charm there, and Woong almost got in for the hyperkinetic position reverser.
Only a little bit of health left on that middle outer turret here for SK. Next minion wave could be bad news as Shy has pushed this top lane out as well. That's going to mean that someone from SK will have to get up there and deal with those pushing minions and the pushing Singe, I should add, since he does have that teleport in there as well. This wave should be the one that finishes them off. Hook missing, but actually SK going to engage here. Woong going to get knocked up in the air. He gets destroyed, shut down. Box will be put down by Madlife as well. Can they escape it? Shy will fling Hercubot in towards the rest of the team. The glue is going to slow them down nicely. as the hook lands onto Hercubot. He will finally go down here to Cloud Templar, but SK not looking like they're done just yet. Here we go, turn around. Rapid Star gonna rush in with his last charge of the ultimate. Can't quite get the kill onto Candy Panda, but he's not done just yet. He lands the charm across them. The hook not quite connecting there from Mad Life. 4 men walking away, but are Frost gonna chase this one?
They're gonna go for the tower because they've managed to bully them away from it. They will pick up the tower, and that was all about Shy coming back in from that top lane and clearing things round, but it still was a 2-for-1 for SK Gaming. They did manage to engage it. Oh, Candy Panda caught out here. The ignite's going to be enough. Can he get caught out? Can he be enough heal? Oh, the heal from Nif should save him. So close.
That was ridiculously close there. Nif supporting like a true boss. They don't pick another one up. Candy Panda, though, a little bit of dangerous positioning there. He'll not be happy with, though. I'm more sure that his team won't be happy with how he got himself caught out in that one. As the race did get half taken away. Actually, one was left behind.
Everlasting battle with Alex Itchy the other day in that race, and this time it's Rapid Star.
Resetting himself. His red buff will be given over to Woon. We can see the Frost is setting up a 2-man trap here.
Nif.
Oh.
No. Not going for it. He's not falling for the bait. The fish.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it.
You didn't need to explain it.
Sometimes with Jason, I have to do it.
Oh, he's got him hook, line, and sinker there, Demon.
Oh, I like it. I like it. This is pretty good. We could have more. Candy Panda might well walk into this one. He's going to go straight across the charm and the hook. The ward, though, they were really slow to react to that one, you know.
Yeah.
He kind of like walked up, put the ward down, and walked away.
Yeah, that was a bit anticlimactic after all that.
Really, yeah.
After all those O's and R's, then it didn't quite happen for them. But now Graves,
It wasn't quite off the hook.
Managing to avoid that early grave.
God, so bad, so bad. The puns, they're not quite as on the ball as the rest of the teams are, though, because it's 8-7 in kills, 21 minutes gone in this game, and just 1,000 gold between them. Shy back to the top, split lane, pushing, but SK Gaming going to respond to this one. They're going to split push, they're going to run straight down the middle and keep the pressure on. Can CJ enters, Frost clear this one out. I think SK Gaming may well get on here. They're going to have to initiate. Shy's already running in there. They're going to see if they can get the hook. Candy Panda caught out by the damage, and Shy will join the party any second now. Hercubot's been caught out. Hyperkinetic position reverse runs Whistler, but Nami throws out the ultimate, catches everyone down. Candy Panda off the side. Now they're going to close in. Woongo manages to catch on towards Osler. That's going to be the kill, but the dunk from Kevin, is it going to be enough? Shy chases on towards Candy Panda. Candy Panda trying to avoid the poison damage, but Woon picks up another one. Kevin goes down. Shy takes down Candy Panda, and the Hercubot's going to get caught out with the glue. Shy's going to continue chasing. Can Mad Life get close enough to hook him in, or will he run away? Nif has managed to get away. The flip's going to come out in a moment. Shy's going really deep for this one, but it's going to be another turret, and it's Frost that picks it up. Great fight.
3-0 there for Frost. That was a brilliant exchange for them. It's going to free up this turret without a doubt. Mad Life actually tanking up at this stage, and that will be turret number 4 picked up by CJ enters Frost. They're going to be taking away everything they can here in the jungle as a ping comes down on towards the dragon area. It's up in 15 seconds here. Woon just leaving one wolf behind there just to annoy SK even more. Shy is also taking away the red buff on SK's side of the map. Not going to go down super quickly at this point, but it will go down nonetheless. That dragon is now going to spawn. Let's see if Frost are going to go with it. We do have Nami headed down here with one more. It's actually going to be Hercubot that's in there as well. He does have his smite available as the hook does come into Hercubot. No one there to follow up.
Well, he does manage to land it. And Woong at 6-1-0 is off at the side here. I know he's a crab. I know he's going to come in sidewards, but he's got to be careful he doesn't get split apart from his team. And you can see they want to go for this one. Instead, they do get the hook. The Acid Hunter on towards Hercubot, continuing to keep the pressure down onto him. Slowly but surely, they're managing to do the damage, and they are split across. Shy's now going to come in towards this and join in. There's the assault battery, splits the team apart, but Kevin tries to turn it around. Ocelot tries to go in there as well. You can see Candy Panda does manage to get the damage out at the right time. Nif does take down Woog, but here comes Shy, teleporting in. Candy Panda flipped and dropped. Kevin does get a dunk on towards Cloud Templar. Meanwhile, oh, the hook on Cloud. Kevin, that's going to be a very, very dead Darius. Can Shy finish him off? He's going to run around. The shield goes down. Now Hercubot being chased down. Rapid Star with no mana. Nif and Shy is just ripping them apart. Madlife in there. Ocelot tries to dive into a Madlife. Hercubot manages to get through, but it can't finish it off. And now Shy is just running around, toying with his prey as Ocelot chokes on the poisonous fumes of Shy, flips him back in. Rapid Star is going to come in, but it's the kill for CJ Enters Frost once again, and the Dragon. Every team fight seems to be going their way.
4 for 2 there, and to be honest, Nif was lucky enough to get away from that one. They wanted to focus on the man inside that Dragon Pit, and well, you just don't escape a singed. If you've not got a flash up in that position, he's going to follow you all day long, and he's got plenty of damage in there as well. Up at 244 AP is this singed at this stage of the game. So where does that leave us then in terms of the gold? We can see there 6.7 to 9.2 thousand singed in a massive lead. The AD carries 1,000 between them. Middle lane, there's 1,500 difference. It's just a all-around solid game at this point for Frost.
Yeah, they just can't deal with that Shy, but it's Cloud Templar they're trying to catch on towards, but they don't have the damage. They can't pressure him down. We did see Nif trying to come around the backside, not the normal person you'd see trying to come around the back there. And wisely, they do back away because Madlife and Rapid Star are all close by. Woong also stacking up that damage now. Woong, he has actually gone for the Iron Lock at the Solari, which is not normal that you see on the AD carries, but as it is, it actually fits on Urgot.
Yeah, going for that one this way. He's only for quite a while as well there. So, I mean, that start that he got really helping him get the edge in the items. Last Whisper now added in there. We've got the Zhonya's with the Ahri, the Runic Bulwark finished up. So, overall, they are strong in terms of the items in this. And SK, as such, you're playing very scared in this one. The problem that they really have is that they don't have much vision. And the fact that Madlife has this Oracle is going to make it even harder to have vision of their own jungle. We can see that Frost are just waiting here, setting up a trap, but will Nami take the bait?
Well, they are trying to accept this though. It's not quite the same when I've already used it.
I didn't even mean to say it.
Just saying. So Nif, he may well take the bait, you know, he may well walk in towards there. Candy Panda and Hercubot very nearby. Rapid Start looking to maybe land the charm across. Could go in towards it. Does land the charm on towards Nif, but nobody is close enough to follow it up. The glue gets thrown out from Shy. Shy actually does run away from that one. Didn't manage to catch in, didn't go for it. Frost trying to poke him back and forward, but are they going to be able to siege them out here? Cloud Templar, wow, that hook was close to Kevin. But honestly, he could have been pulled in and then straight away apprehended. So with that Warmog's on, kind of the first man they need to be getting caught out here. But we do see, again, to Cloud Templar getting ready to position himself to try and get that Assault and Battery. The charm lands on towards Kevin. The hook comes through, does pull him back through there. Shy may well have to flip him in. They did apprehend Shy in towards the turret. Nif's ultimate manages to bounce them all back, that rolling wave. And now Cloud Templar forcing them back, and then it's going to be a turret for CJ Enters Frost.
Really, really nicely done. And one thing I want to mention here as well, that Singed picked up a needlessly large rod after that last trip home. He is going full boss mode here on this one. I mean, he's 525, so I guess why not at the end of the day? Vi's going to be the real tanky one in this. Love seeing a Singed with good damage in there as well. And you just don't get away from him. He's such a pain, which is why I play him. I like to be a pain. And
I would suggest that Runic Bulwark is kind of required by SK Gaming here, but they haven't gone for it. Instead, you see Cloud Templar with it. So Ocelot's damage is definitely going to be nullified. Obviously, he has got that Abyssal Scepter, so trying to do as much as he can. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't make sense. They haven't gone for that item. They haven't even built towards it just yet. Maybe they'll get there eventually. They're pinging around and maybe going to try and hook on towards Ocelot and Nif in the mid lane. You can see just off at the side, Madlife, Woong, Shy. They could just, anyone could be able to get on towards him and engage and maybe flip them in. Nif trying to get the wards out, may well get caught out. Glue get thrown out towards him. And that glue plus the hook, it's a dangerous combo because it just sets it up so easily. Madlife can land the hooks at the best of the time, but if you give him glue to help out, he's definitely going to get it down on you. And Hercubot's the next target.
Yeah, Hercubot will be the one that closing in on this top lane. Assault on Battery comes down. The box will come in there as well as they push him through the wall. He connects with the other side, and that is Woong picking up his 7th kill of the game.
Yeah, he's making all the white moves, Woong, at the moment. I know. Sometimes I amaze myself. So, SK Gaming, can they get on towards their own jungle? They dare not go in towards anything because there's that charm that coming towards them. The hook comes out towards them. Woong can position reverse them. They're going to try and chase down on Woong, but again, he just manages to sidestep away.
Yeah, good disengage there. They're definitely looking for blood. Singe gone back, by the way, picked up that Seeker's Arm Guard. He's going up towards the Zhonya's Hourglass if he wasn't already annoying enough. But what are SK going to do? I mean, really all they can do is sit back here and soak up as much farm and as much pressure as they can.
Well, Shai's got a 3-level difference right now over everyone in the game. SK Gaming are struggling. Actually, I tell a lie, it's only 15, obviously in 17, but 3-level advantage over Kevin, and Kevin's the one that needs to be really fighting for them. But you just look at the likes of Nif and Hercubot at 12 and 11, Ocelot at 13. They can't get close to Shai right now. They won't be able to do a great deal against him. They just need to try and avoid him as much as possible and see if they've got anyone squishy. Rapid Star's really the only one squishy enough. They've seen Cloud Templar here taking away the golems. Kevin is going to have to do something because he was not going to allow it. He comes in, gets the gold back, but oh, the apprehend just not quite catching Cloud Templar as he dashes away.
Yeah, in the meantime, Singe here pushing that bottom lane up, which is going to give Candy Panda more farm. I mean, he's picked up 3 kills in this one, 5 assists. He's well ahead in the CS, as you'd probably expect here. But on the other side of the map, you know, 175 to 150 in the mid, 150 to 100 in the jungle, and 100 CS lead for Shai. It's no real surprise that he's causing them all these problems as he goes through. At the moment, we can see Frost hanging around the Baron area. They've got a couple of wards down on the backside of the pit. Will they think about it at this stage, though? Mad Life does have the Oracle, those wards. Now, that one ward right in the back of the pit is actually a pink ward there to stop any coming over. There's a pink put in the back by Kevin. They want to get rid of that one.
As it is, he is, like you say, he is clearing out that pit. And this is the right time for them because they have map dominance and they need to make use of the fact that Shai has hit level 18 and nobody else is anywhere near that. Kevin's trying his desperately to farm out as much as they can, and they are going to go in towards that Baron. I'm not too sure whether SK Gaming can compete with this one. Hercubot, we see him in the mid lane at the moment. The Baron already down to half health and he's not even heading towards there. Nif will about to place a ward there. They might even hook on towards him, but honestly, I think that Baron is going to go down first. There we see that the Baron will get dropped. There's nothing they can do about it. And the hook on Nif, position reverse, and Nif gets dropped. Not a chance.
Yep, like shooting a fish by the Baron, and easy to do that one. Frost all pushing in there again up the middle lane. Shai actually maybe in a bit of trouble in this top lane. Or maybe he won't be in a bit of trouble because he's 2v1. It's going to be 3v1. He might actually take down Candy Panda there. If Candy Panda's really unlucky, he's getting the heals off right at the last second. But now they're going to turn it. Look how much Shai has done to them. They're fling back into the poison. Candy Panda just about getting away. Cloud Templar is right in there. He's going to get pulled back by the Lantern, but that's going to open up this inhibitor turret as well. In the end, Frost decides, you know what, let's go away to the middle because Woong has already been hammering away. It's already down to about half HP, and this is going to be the first inhibitor turret of our game.
Yeah, Woong just wondering what the rest of his team are dilly-dallying around because he's just clearing out that mid lane, takes down the inhibitor. They're not going to push through to the Nexus. They haven't really got the position to do that, and SK Gaming are up against it here, and they need to try and pick up a win. CJ enters Frost, of course, almost certainly going to be challenging for one of those positional places alongside them, so they can't afford to lose this game. Mad Life hooks himself in there, helps out the blue buff, going to give that one across to Woong. Meanwhile, Cloud Templar does take the dragon. All the advantages going across. Actually, they gave the blue buff to Mad Life, I think. No, they didn't. I tell a lie. It was Woong that had it.
Yeah, this is going to be a 10k gold lead coming in, and exactly a 10,000 gold lead. 17 to 11 in kills, 6-2 in turrets. SK really being choked out of this one. We're going to see them going back, spending up a ton of gold that they've got in there. Black Cleaver picked up by Urgot. Randuin's Omen picked up by Vi. Leandris is already in there for Ari as well. Yeah. See?
Oh, well.
Boss mode Shai. Well, you saw in that last fight, it's like...
He's got 602 ability power. That poison will be just nailing the entire team. He could walk in, hit, laugh non-stop, which you do when you're playing Singed, and just run through with Ghost on and hit that Seraphim if he needs to and just shield himself up. There's not a great deal SK Gaming can do about this right now.
Doing 250 damage per tick.
Poison.
Yeah.
You don't chase that Singe, that's for sure.
No.
Of course, that is with the Baron buff on, so he is going to have that.
And that's with his 900 damage fling, by the way.
So basically, if Candy Panda gets caught, he's pretty much dead in an instant. There's not a great deal they can do about it. So full troll mode build from Shy here. It's Woong that may well get face checking though. In there, they're going to dive on towards him. They have to pick up this kill. He flashes away, but immediately the lamp gets thrown out. And he puts the position reversal, walks towards the lamp. Can he catch on towards it? No, because the apprehend comes down. Woong goes down this time, but not before he takes down Candy Panda. And in comes the rest of the team. Shy teleported in. There is that 900 flick. Kevin gets leaped across. The Charm manages to come in there. Kevin goes down. It's a 2-for-1, despite the fact it was Woong that was caught.
What's that you say? AD carries a squishy. Not this time around. I mean, that Urgot, that locket in there, the Hex Drinker, he's got a giant belt as well. Like, he's really hard to take down, even if he is a prime target for them there. Well, that was fantastic reaction again from CJ Frost. They come around here taking down that inhibitor. Are they going to go and close out the game here? I mean, 25 and 12 seconds on the 2 dead players coming from SK Gaming. The first Nexus turret is going to fall. There's not a lot that SK can really do here, as we see Nif hold a couple of them up in the air, but have they got the damage to actually force them back here? Doesn't look like it. The Shy throws down the glue to stop any counter reaction. Obviously, that's super minions streaming in from the top and the bottom lane. They put 3 wards down on the top of the base just in case they didn't have enough vision anyway. And it's just their game to finish at this point.
Let me remind you, this is CJ Enters Frost. They did take down 3 inhibitors against Blaze and lost that game. They are not falling for it again. It was against Blaze, but they're not going to fall for that trick again. They've quite pretty much wised up to it. Fool me once, but not fool me twice. And they do back off, despite the fact they have this humongous lead. 19-12 kills, 10-2 in turrets, 2 inhibitors down. They're just going to grind it out, and it's looking like Kevin might get caught out here. Here comes Mad Life. Oh, hook goes in, the Charm goes down. Slam dunk, Kevin. You are absolutely destroyed in that mid lane. And they kind of toyed with them. It's like, we're going to go back. No, we're just going to linger. And they're going to push straight up mid with super minions.
And Singe has now got another needlessly large rod. He's doing 1,005 damage. 1,000 damage with his flingers. We are going to see Hoon come out there. The Nif get whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. We are going to see Frost come straight in on towards the Nexus. SK trying all they can to stop it. Good games called. CJ Enters Frost take down SK Gaming.
And that